We are in RadioVegas.rocks. This is Two Clueless Dudes. You can listen to us on Facebook. You can listen to us on Twitch. You can listen to us on YouTube. You could just not listen to us. Nah, I don't like that idea. I don't like that idea. I am Mad Mike. I am here with
The Hank
and our ever wonderful producer.
Who?
Waz. Supposedly.
Howdy there.
Allegedly. Potentially. Waz potentially.
Who be a legend?
What?
Potentially. Who's a legend?
Man, it has been a crazy week to everyone out there.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
Big shout out to all of our Baltimoreans.
What's up, Baltimore?
Good old Alan May.
Yeah, we almost didn't let him go.
Our CrossFit homie.
We were gonna kidnap him.
Thought
we
about
figured maybe one or two people come looking for him.
Yeah, maybe.
So we let him go. But our honorary third clueless dude should be safely sound back in Baltimore.
We shout out to you. We salute you, sir. Also, what's up to all of our peeps in Kansas City, Nevada? We've got a couple of people that listen in Kamchatka, Russia. We're kind of a big deal there.
Oh, totally. Man, I'll tell you what, the Russian people are loving us right now, and we love them, so thank you. Also, St. Louis in the house. I know St. Louis is listening. Some of the folks from Jackson and Cape, thank you. We appreciate you. I say we get it started.
Yeah.
Just a second.
Oh,
right. Just a second before you get it started.
Okay, we're gonna wait.
I had an audio device error, so I just restarted it on your stream.
Woo, okay.
So welcome back, everybody. We're on the Facebook and YouTube stream of Two Clueless Dudes right now.
Yeah.
Fresh start, but been going on RadioVegas.rocks. But I caught it. Give me a
Yow, caught.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry about the no audio for that very first chunk on YouTube, but we're back.
Yeah, it's a producer thing.
So let's cut down to the biggity wiggity.
Yes.
Well, first,
Okay.
big announcement.
Yes.
We are going to be changing
We are?
diapers.
Yeah.
No.
We're going to be picking up an adoption. And we're going to be changing diapers.
Yes, Guatemalan children.
Yeah.
They're incredibly cheap right now. So
Yeah. And they
the
come
market
with
the market is hot for them.
and they
But it's
come
not a
with
low
like
quality. It's a good value.
It's a good
totally.
value.
And they come with like a
Guatemalan child.
bushel of sugarcane too. I
And
heard.
they already know how to make Nike shoes, which is
Yeah.
great. So.
Any free bushel with a child is valuable.
Yeah.
Definitely. It doesn't happen in Malaysia, I'll tell you that much.
But we're changing our time.
We are changing our time. We are going to go 2 hours early, which means instead of 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we will be on 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
The new
Right.
Fridays at 5.
Yeah, so basically, for all those people, we decided we've got so many East Coast listeners, it's probably for the best for them. It makes it easier for them to tune in. We got Katie Holmes watching us on Facebook. Big shout out to her. She's up in Texas. Very cool. Go Astros, right?
Yeah.
Astros made it to the playoffs, doing better than our Golden Knights. They suck right now.
They're just taking a little breather. Let's cut them some slack. It's some
Elise, what's going on?
maybe Malcolm shouldn't be on the team. I don't know, but just cut him some slack.
You know what? The thing is with hockey is I feel like it's so much chance. It's just so
Really?
much chance. Right. You basically have the giant body in the way, and you just are fumbling with a stick and just shooting it at the net and hitting people and hitting things, and you just kind of
Are you
hoping.
calling hockey? Are you referring to hockey as chance or?
Yeah. Hockey is chance. Like getting it in the thing, that thing that you, that thing.
I would absolutely love to try to see you get a puck past Marc-Andre Fleury. That would make me giggle.
Yeah. Yeah, Jay just said it was 4-1 Coyotes beat us.
Let's not talk
4-1,
about that.
yeah.
That's the worst team in the league, right?
Yeah, Coyotes, yeah.
Yeah.
They hadn't won a game. This is probably the only game they'll win all season. No, there's about like 82 games in hockey.
I think there are, yeah.
That's so many.
There's 80 or 90, yeah.
Bro, I like football's perfect. Like that's great for my attention span. Like it's
No,
16
I
games.
disagree wholeheartedly. You
spread
can
over-
watch as many games as you want.
That's true.
Either Sunday or Monday you're going to be watching the foosball.
It's tough because I feel like baseball's even worse. I just feel like when you watch a hockey game, you're like, meh. These don't really they're filler games. I feel like it doesn't really get to the nitty gritty towards the end when things start to really matter. Yeah. Like they could get rid of all that filler and just get right to the nitty gritty what matters. But then I guess
that's exactly how I feel about football.
Really?
Because there's so much of a pause
Between-
in between every play. I was about to say inning. How funny would that have been?
Every inning when they're going for the home runs.
and you're always got to watch out for the grand slam referee.
So good things we got going on. We are going to talk about pumpkin spice. As you know, it is the fruit of the white girl, I guess, is
The smell
what
of
they
the
say.
season.
The smell of the season.
I think there's
But
other things that are
they
fruit
created a
of.
pumpkin spice Twinkie.
Oh, that's a fantastic idea.
So we're gonna give that a try live on the air. So hopefully it's not horrific.
And we will give you a little thought of
We're
our
gonna-
mind
we're gonna shove
using the banana scale.
something golden and weenie-ish into our mouth holes.
God, that sounds
So
great.
that's gonna go over real well. I can already feel it in my nugs.
Yeah.
In my nugs. We got a lot of incredible news stories coming up. We've got people that work all around the world creating incredible news stories for us. They bring us the hottest, most exclusive things that you will not find anywhere else. But I really want to talk about something that was on your show or is coming up on your show.
So basically, our
Awesome.
people are taking a nap right now. Go ahead, Waz. What do you got?
I got people.
I
You
saw
got
a thing
people.
that said that Chinese landed on the moon and grew a plant?
Yes.
Well, so explain this plant-growing Chinese moon thing.
Well-
There's a lot going on there.
The main
I have
goal,
headphones. I'll be listening.
The main goal of their mission was to land a probe on the far side of the moon, which China did.
My
a
doctor
little
did
while
that to
ago.
me not too long ago.
Landed that probe.
It did.
So they pulled it off as far as landing a probe on the far side of the moon, and on that fella, one of the experiments was this thing full of just a random assortment of life. I'm sure it was a well thought out assortment of life.
Yeah. Like
But-
Skittles.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Skittles.
They just scattered them over the moon. Skittles.
Taste the
So there's like a few seeds. There was like some microorganism clump or something, and everything froze to death except this one cotton seed that managed to grow 2 little leaves before it died.
Whoa. Hey, well, that's something.
The first thing growing on the moon, that still counts.
That counts for something.
That's like that first dog in space that ended up like burning to death way
On
before.
re-entry, right?
No, like
That
all
was,
around up there, not even before.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So-
Would that make them a hot dog or what?
Oh, man. Oh! Did you see the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile?
No, but I did see the Joker.
Yeah, but the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile was right next to us when we ate at Dickie's.
No,
That's good
It
luck.
was. Yeah, the Oscar
Are you being
Mayer.
serious?
Yeah. That's
I'm
like that's like finding a cricket in your house.
Yeah.
It's that kind of good luck.
I feel like I'm one of the most observant people I've ever met in my life. But when I hang out with Mad Mike, I don't see shit. I sit beside Ryan Reeves of the Vegas Golden Knights, and he thinks that I choose that table. I chose the table, Waz. He didn't. He follows me.
Yeah.
He sees Ryan Reeves. He's thinking. He sees Ryan Reeves. He likes Ryan Reeves. He wants to sit by Ryan Reeves. Who am I to judge? Cool. He waits. He doesn't talk. We're talking. We're having a normal conversation,
Right,
which
very
kind of
normal.
pisses me off. Ryan Reeves is sitting over my shoulder. He gets up, walks.
Yeah.
And Mike's like, "Oh, you
That was
didn't
cool,
even
huh?
say anything about Ryan Reeves, blah, 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 blah."
I was like, how cool was that?
and I'm like, what are you talking about? So we have that one. He let me down on that one.
What if this whole time that wasn't that guy?
Oh,
It
it definitely was.
Yeah.
Stranger and you guys having all this drama over him?
because
It turns out to be Lionel Richie.
And
And you're like, oh, never mind. No, thanks. I'm cool,
No, I
Lionel.
don't want to.
I don't need to talk to you,
I don't want
Lionel.
an autograph.
Don't say hello,
poor
Lionel.
He is in town though, isn't he?
Hello. He is. Yeah.
Does he have a
actually.
residency recently?
Yeah, and he's
Oh, does
actually
he?
like
Yeah, that's like a legit possibility.
yeah, and he's actually like a really talented, good magician. But if I had my druthers, I would see Michael Bolton. Let's be honest.
I would
bolster.
way see, especially if he's gonna sing the Lonely Island song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? The Lonely
Captain-
Island song?
the Jack Sparrow.
It's actually Jack Sparrow. I just didn't know.
If you haven't
I-
heard it, YouTube it. Captain Jack Sparrow. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is magnificent.
Also, find us on Facebook. We always are putting up funny videos that we find on the interwebs on our actual site of the web on the Facebook. So check that out, and you'll get inundated with funny material every day, which is pretty dang cool. Trying to get your pop in there.
Yeah.
So now that you brought this Doctor Strange,
What is his pop?
Okay.
Yeah.
Will you
it
put
is a
in front of me?
gold Doctor
All right.
Strange
So
pop.
if you'll
Funko Pop figure.
if you'll show us, I brought Doctor Strange
Because he's going to talk about the Joker.
because I'm gonna talk about. I actually have the Joker in the car too.
Yeah, but you didn't bring that one in.
He has to go back.
What am I doing?
Doctor Strange is quite literally my favorite character, and so
Strange.
that is strange. And
He's
so
kind of like the white Black Panther, if you think about it.
I mean, he's pretty badass. Actually, Black Panther is probably my second favorite. So thank you
Right? Oh
for,
my
gosh,
for
do you
tuning
think
into
They
there's a
that.
came
Black
out around
White
the same
Panther?
time. There's like an Oreo Panther.
That'd
It's
be-
just
Oh,
people
that'd
that
be dope.
fight crime while hugging interracially.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
While dipping their cookie in milk.
No one fights crime while hugging.
Hold on.
Wouldn't that be cute?
Almond milk. Okay.
I like
For
cashew milk.
eco-activists.
I like cashew milk.
Do you?
Nut milks
I
are
do.
generally considered to be
Have
the
you ever-
best nowadays.
Have you had cashew cheese?
No.
That's a thing. Cashew cheese.
Sounds all right.
It's actually not.
I would try it. And
Awful.
I wouldn't knock it, but it sounds kind of bizarre.
So you saw the Joker,
Oh, I did.
and I'm curious for your input. I haven't
So,
gotten a chance to see it
I
yet.
would
I
love.
don't typically see bad movies.
I will try to not give away any spoilers. A lot of people are disappointed.
Let me guess.
From my
he
understanding,
becomes Joker in the end.
he does.
Okay, I just ruined the movie for you fellas. I'm so sorry.
Well, it's just like Titanic.
I
If you
thought the
don't,
whole thing was becoming Joker, right?
the whole thing is about him
Right.
becoming Joker.
Wait, I'm sorry. How's it like Titanic?
It would be really hilarious
Because at the end of the movie, the ship sinks.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It would be really funny if he starts off as a Joker and he ends the movie as Adam Sandler. Like he becomes Adam Sandler. I would watch that movie.
it'd be like Little Nicky in reverse.
Yeah.
So are you disinterested?
No,
in-
I'm very interested.
Okay.
Actually, I do want to see the movies.
So, as you and I perfectly know, DC has literally been struggling with their movies
Yeah.
since Wonder Woman was okay, but
Yeah.
everything in that area was pretty bad.
Yeah, Dick movies.
Yeah, Dick movies was struggling. I wasn't looking forward to seeing this. You had asked me if I was gonna watch it with you, and I told you no.
Right.
And the boss at home one night asked me if we're gonna go see the Joker, and I said no. And she says, "I want to see it." And my first thought was, "That's cool," but then I was like, "I better not say that." And I was like, "Do you really want to see it?" So I had to really make for sure. And I was like, "I want you to know that Aquaman, Shazam, Batman versus Superman, any of the Batmans, Justice
All
League,
the mans.
all of them were terrible."
Any of the mans.
And I'm a Batman fan, so it's very sad for me to admit that.
Yeah.
But they're quite literally shit. So we're talking one night, and she's like, "Yeah, I really want to go see it." So I buck up, we get tickets, and we go see it. This movie, from start to finish, doesn't stop. It's without giving away spoilers. The only thing that I can really say is that it is very dark, and it's about
Ugh.
something that.
So bring lights.
It's what?
You make sure you got plenty of flashlight on your phone. Phone battery.
That way, if you get
'Cause I
stuck
hate it
in
when
the
I
upside
can't
down.
see it, dude. Yeah.
Stranger Things is going to be coming back out. Anyway, so it's literally about a man who goes to a breaking point, and he just simply breaks.
He's going the distance.
He went the distance.
Does it feel heavy-handed? Does it feel like they made its points too obvious or whatever?
It really feels like anybody could be the Joker, to be honest.
Oh.
When you watch the movie.
See, but I don't. That's something that I wouldn't like.
I do have some problems with the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
I don't know that it's appropriate to
You know what my biggest
discuss it
problem
right
is with the
now
movie?
Might
because
be like a
it's
tone
too
deaf
fresh.
My
But
biggest problem with the
there's-
movie is the fact that it sounds like it actually was a decent film, and it is a standalone. It's not in the DC universe. It's not.
Well,
They've
it's-
already confirmed it.
It's R. It's an R-rated
Yeah.
movie, which DC, aka Dick Movies,
Hasn't done before.
Yeah,
But that's what I'm saying is it's out of.
it's out of the fandom or whatever.
Brandy says, "Hey, the Hank."
What's up?
But I feel like they finally do something good in it, but it's not. It doesn't mix with
you could-
anything going on. It
yeah.
doesn't go parallel to their universe. It's just this thing. So
Yeah.
they've proven that, hey, look, we can make this thing. But what we're gonna give you for our actual universe
Trash.
is basically just going to be a giant pile of donkey shit.
Right.
Enjoy.
But
and
this-
you're gonna go. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. This was enjoyable. I'm not for sure Joaquin Phoenix was the guy, but on the other hand,
would you have picked?
that's something you should have asked me before the show. I should be able to. You should have let me think on that one.
Bro, it's easy. I already got this.
Say it.
Antonio Banderas.
What the fuck?
Get
Here.
Desperado.
I second that.
I would so watch that.
You know what? Oddly enough, Mark Hamill does such a interesting animated Joker.
Yeah.
What if they did try him like that?
They
I
could,
don't
but
know.
He's definitely on the older side, though.
You guys, what was
why-
that?
What's the?
He's like in the 60s, like
They
he's like
have
frail Joker. Like.
They have. Haven't you seen Star Wars? They have computer animation for that shit.
Yeah, bro.
It's fine, bro.
This is Warner Brothers. This
Yeah.
ain't Disney. This
Oh.
You
ain't
guys
George
remember-
Lucas.
You guys remember The Village? The,
Village
other
people?
Phoenix guy?
Oh, yeah.
In the Village
Oh
People
yeah, the
movie?
Navy
Oh,
guy.
I did
I
like
still
The
get made
Village.
fun
The
of that guy.
animated adaptation of The Village People in that movie. No, and M. Night Shyamalan's The Village, there was a different Phoenix that was like related to Joaquin Phoenix.
He was in that. That was actually Joaquin.
That was Joaquin
That was
Phoenix?
Joaquin.
Who's the Walk the Line Phoenix then?
That's also
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
They're both called Joaquin
Yeah,
Phoenix?
and he was also in Science. He's done 2 Shyamalan movies.
Wait,
Now he's got an older brother who passed away,
but
Yeah.
no, there's a different...
River Phoenix.
and that was River Phoenix.
Yeah. And
The
this-
the Phoenix in Signs wasn't the same as the
Yeah.
lip Phoenix that's in,
Yeah.
That is.
with the, no, the lip Phoenix was in Signs, and then in The Village there's a different
All right.
Phoenix with the longer face,
All right, I
right?
We'll allow you to do some research. Hank's
These
gonna do
are
research.
different Phoenixes.
They are. I will tell you right now that I believe they are the same Phoenix. The only other Phoenix was his brother River Phoenix, and
River
he passed
Phoenix.
away. His
No.
dad is
Teenage
also
years.
gone, Lake Phoenix, and his grandfather
Ocean Phoenix.
Ocean Phoenix. He's also no longer with us. So it's basically just Joaquin.
Right now it's just a creek.
Yeah, but that's a different Phoenix in The Village, right? Clearly. I mean, it's this other Phoenix
Thank
that
you,
was
Josh.
doing stuff.
I love you.
Brian Katz, what it do? What it be?
You're
the
always.
Duff Man. What's going on? Duff
Hopping in
Man's
on
here.
the Twitch because of Facebook letting
Katie
us down.
says,
Thanks
"Hey,
for
what's
popping
going
the
on?"
Twitch.
Brandy wants to know what's going on, guys. What I can tell you, what's going on is, we're digging deep. We're getting to the things that people yearn to know, but they didn't know they needed to.
Yeah, because that Village Phoenix,
Like, how many
he was in some
Phoenixes are there?
stuff.
How many?
And he doesn't have the
Joaquins
same
exist?
face as the Walk the Line Phoenix at all. That's in Signs.
And do you remember that period where Joaquin Phoenix tried to become like a rap star?
Yeah.
That was for a movie, it turned out, right?
and
But
that was the face one.
Yeah,
With the
that's
Village one, with the taller face and the scraggle hair. That's all in all those tall face things. Yeah, so
Village. Hold on, let's see what
does it say Joaquin Phoenix too?
Joaquin Phoenix. Just Joaquin Phoenix.
But
There's
it's
no
a
dose.
different one.
It's not. It's Joaquin Phoenix. Look at his IMDb page. Pull up his IMDb page.
So it's that guy that's in the Village also?
Yes. He is one of the people in the village.
Okay.
He's the village people.
But what about the other the kid that ends up being the intellectually disabled kid that takes over the costume? That's another Phoenix.
Who?
Separate from him being in that movie. I'm talking about 2 different Phoenixes that were in the same movie. So
Oh,
Joaquin
in the
Phoenix,
same Phoenix? Oh, okay.
he was in that movie, but that's not the
Yes.
character I'm talking about in the
okay.
Village. I'm talking about a
Okay.
different character.
Dark Phoenix? That's an entirely different
Doodlebop
movie.
Phoenix. Okay, give me a sec because I remember his face.
Okay. You do that. You do
All right,
you.
I want to do
this.
one more
You live-
shout out. I got a homie that just landed back in Sin City, just want to say thank you for what you do, Josh, and welcome back.
Well, I want to talk about something that I found.
Now let's go get some prostitutes.
Woo! Josh, you're my kind of people. Brandy says she likes it deep.
Oh, I already knew that.
Just so you know. Okay, that's already been made aware. So how about this? A Paralympian. Now this is great. I wish I could say I made this up, but I did not. A Paralympian glued himself to the top of a British Airways jet.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. In London City Airport. That's a real thing.
That dude
And
is hella glued to that jet.
He's hella glued to the jet. So, okay, so it's called an Extinction Rebellion protester glued himself to the top of a British Airways plane in London City Airport today. The man, identified by Extinction Rebellion as former Paralympic cyclist James Brown. Yow!
I feel good.
Glued to let's see, he was seen clinging to the aircraft in a video that was actually streamed online. So there's actual video of this, folks. Okay, here you go. We're bringing it up. This is it. So that's the dude right there. He's 54 years old. He won a bronze medal in London in 2012, and he just decided to glue himself to a British Airways Embraer 190 jet. He said, "Here I am on the top of a fucking aeroplane at City Airport. I hate heights. I'm shitting myself. I managed to get on the roof. I'm so shaky," he said in the Facebook video. I don't know why.
He can't be that well glued on there. He's wearing clothes still.
Yeah, but he at least he can say he put a concerted effort into it.
He tried to glue.
This is all about climate and ecological crisis is what they were protesting, apparently.
So he glued himself
yeah.
to a jet?
He later noticed security were approaching and said, "Oh, good, security are coming. I hope they don't take too long because this is fucking scary." He was eventually removed. Yeah.
And apprehended.
Yes.
You guys, I'm sorry. The other Phoenix I was talking about was Adrian Brody.
Oh, I remember
thought
that
Adrian
Phoenix.
Brody was one of the Phoenixes.
Hey, you know what? He's actually, I gotta say this about Adrian Brody. He's actually in one of my all-time favorite movies.
He is in one of your all-time favorite movies.
And if you haven't seen it, and it sucks because the director's obviously been under a lot of heat, but The Pianist, if you have not seen it, seriously, it is a fantastic
I've heard that
movie. So
but I heard it's sad.
It is, but it's so. But he does such a beautiful job. It's sad, but it's also lifting in the end too. I mean, it's a really good story, and he does such a great job acting. I can't say enough about that movie.
I really thought he was one of the Phoenixes.
It's phenomenon. Chris Cone, what up, dude?
Such a tall face.
What up, man? How's Texas? Your new house looks awesome. Very excited. I hope Rick James doesn't come over and F your couch. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
Well, what's worse is when R. Kelly comes over and pisses on your couch.
Oh, that is the worst. That is the worst.
That makes me angry.
They're
Don't
too
leave
old,
young women all over your couch, and your couch won't get peed on by R. Kelly.
Well, when you're right, you're right.
Yeah.
Just shout out to Taco Bell drinking the Baja Blast.
Right? Yeah, we got to have we always do the Baja Blast.
Few blasts you appreciate more.
We forgot to get you a blast, but we did bring you tacos.
I appreciate it. Tacos are more important. I don't blast much unless it's free of that sugar.
All right, so what we're going to do right now is we got to pay our bills. We're going to do a little tiny commercial break. Stick with us. When we come back, we're going to do a great segment that we call History's Mysteries, and it is going to blow your goddamn mind.
That's the sound most people make when they leave Pinches Tacos. Why is that? Because Pinches Tacos prides themselves in making every location unique, but give every location the same feel. I'm not talking cookie cutters like those big chain restaurants. They blend into your neighborhood and create a place you want to call your second home. Their doors are always open. Well, at least until 11 o'clock. Their mission is simple. They provide you the best taco experience by using high-quality meats and seafood, fresh garden vegetables, handmade tortillas, and high-quality artisan breads. They could have made it complicated, but they chose not to. Why? Because they found through experience that keeping things simple is a good recipe for success and happiness. It's also a good recipe for a pretty tasty pinches taco.
According to Spanish language Stack Exchange, we always use it as an insult enhancer and can turn almost any curse word into a really rude one. Pinche pendejo, pendeja equals asshole.
Now they have 6 locations, 2 right here in Las Vegas. Come in, find out why we love them so much. Check them out on Facebook or visit the website, pinchestacos.com, for a location nearest you.
This is an urgent health notice for all residents suffering from back, neck, knee, and wrist pain. You may qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you, but the deadline is fast approaching. Simply call the Health Alert Hotline now.
You heard right. You may qualify for a pain-relieving back, neck, knee, or wrist brace. These items may even be covered by Medicare or your private insurance. The Health Alert Hotline is your brace company. These specialized braces have been tested for pain relief. Call us toll-free right now to determine your eligibility and to learn how to use your private insurance or Medicare to minimize your out-of-pocket cost. Don't wait. If the deadline passes, you may lose your opportunity to get a pain-relieving back, neck, knee, or wrist brace at little or no cost to you.
800-238-4840. 800-238-4840.
Be sure to get your mix of music. Listen to us with the RadioVegas.Rocks app available at the App Store. And check out our VIP card, interact with us in our chat room, and scheduling of our RadioVegas.Rocks shows, plus podcasts. It's all available on RadioVegas.Rocks app.
You
There
sure
it
do
goes.
dance good.
I know, right?
Like, I like it.
It's pretty good.
Like, you dance really good.
I jam. That's what I call it. I call it jamming.
Yeah.
I'm jamming. So,
Body jams.
Duffman says, Darwin says, let the plane take off. Right? That actually made me laugh really hard. The bunnies are interesting. I have an interesting story about the bunnies, and we're going to get to that in a minute. But right now, do the deed.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes.
Is this the right deed?
No. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Like that $20 you say I owe you.
But that's...
I ain't never going to give James that $20 neither.
I know.
Never. I ain't never. So, way back in 1138, an earthquake in Aleppo, Syria, kills an estimated 230,000 people.
An earthquake?
An earthquake.
Wait, killed how many?
230,000. But that's nothing.
Where was that at?
1737, an earthquake killed 300,000 and destroyed half of Calcutta, India.
Dang.
That's nuts, right?
Dang. Woo, them Indians.
You know how it is. 1975.
Be careful.
1975.
That was the year that Twix were invented, actually.
How did you know that?
You don't celebrate the Twix anniversary?
Yeah, Twix-versary.
Yeah.
Yep, 1975.
That's ridiculous. 1975,
July
Saturday
23rd.
Night Live was created and premiered on NBC with George Carlin as host.
Oh, what? He was the first host?
He was
Dang, I
the
did not know
first
that.
host.
That's cool. Yeah, I
So
love
cool.
George Carlin.
For sure.
He's the one that he has a raspy voice, right? And
Yeah.
Like the straight mullet hair.
He
had
played
a
Rufus
ponytail.
on
He had a
Bill and-
ponytail.
Bill and
Yeah.
Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah, he was, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he also held the sign for Jay and Silent Bob, right? No.
He did. I think he did.
Okay.
That was Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Stanley did not offer blowjobs. In 1939, Albert Einstein informed FDR of the possibilities of an atomic bomb.
And also about cooties. He discovered cooties.
It's true.
Didn't he have that brother that was that other Einstein that was in that Shyamalan movie?
No,
Not all those
he
dead
did have another brother,
Einsteins.
but he actually invented the bagels.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. Einstein Brothers
yeah,
Bagels.
mhm.
Okay, that's what I was talking about.
Very famous.
You know
Like,
what's crazy is
I'm
I
surprised he's
love
not known for that.
Einstein bagels, but every Einstein bagels, technical difficulty.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Yeah, your chair went nuts on you. there.
Technological difference. I totally missed with my elbow.
Oh.
Great, we're going to be a week out of the gym.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know what I was going to say.
Einstein bagels.
Yeah.
Screw it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you really like
Einstein
'em.
bagels, but the building is always dirty.
Dude, it's gross.
Like the walls are dirty. Like they don't wipe anything down.
I know.
like the glass
Bro,
is
I rubbed a
dirty.
booger on the wall. It was there a week later.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
And then
Show some class.
And then a week later, he's like, "Fuck it, it's still there." So he ate it back.
Yeah.
That's how you test a place.
I reabsorbed it into my body.
That's foul.
Through my pores.
Oh man! In this week, in 1968, God brought to us Australian actor Hugh Jackman.
He was born in 1968.
1968.
Really? I would have thought 67.
That close? You were thinking? You're that shocked?
Yeah, actually,
Is he
I was
younger
leaning more
than I?
towards the 69.
68. But
But
he's
for a
like
different
50
reason.
years old. 68. He's like 50 years old. Right?
I just said he
50-ish.
turned 50. Yeah.
Dang. Oh, you said that?
I said that.
I try not to listen to it.
I said that. Well, how do you 1922, the
Yes.
first woman FBI special investigator was appointed.
In 1922?
1922.
FBI was around in 1922?
Yes.
Wasn't that J. Edgar Hoover's thing?
Yes, it was. He was the first
Was
FBI
that
director.
really in the 20s? Man.
Yeah.
Didn't J. Edgar Hoover have the other brother that was a Hoover that was in that Shyamalan movie?
Yeah.
You mean The Village?
Yeah. No, that was a vacuum cleaner.
So
Yeah, that was
the FBI, or Federal Bureau of Investigation, was founded July 26th, 1908.
1908?
1908.
Dang, it's been around a hot minute.
Yeah.
It's a proud legacy.
Whoa.
And they still shoot people.
Wow.
All right, let's see what else we got here.
She gave him fashion advice.
They also believe that this was the week that the dinosaurs died, if I remember correctly.
The week that the
This is the
Oh
week
my
the
gosh.
dinosaurs died? We know
Yeah.
it to the week?
Is that what
they've
that song's about?
Yeah.
Why? Some
Yeah.
type of pie.
Yeah. The asteroid hit the.
Drove the meteor to the earth and all the dinosaurs died. Is that how it goes?
How did
Some
you
type
know
of
that? That's
pie.
amazing. I didn't even. That's impressive.
Thank you.
No,
I don't even
Oh.
know what that guy's name is.
One's like the fade out for the applause. The second
well,
one's like the...
it was actually kind of funny that
Work in
people
progress.
just
They're just kind of
weren't as
smattering.
interested.
Yeah.
weren't as interested. 1915, the Ford Motor Company, under Henry Ford, manufactured its 1 millionth automobile at the River Rouge plant in Detroit.
It's what's
The
It hit
river,
its
the
1
River
millionth
Rouge.
a 1 million.
1 millionth car in 1915.
By 1915, it had
That's-
already produced 1 million cars.
That's
Yeah.
nuts, right?
Absurd when you think about it.
No one was
Absurd.
churning them out like that.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
It was like the iPod of cars.
Well, you remember those cool little nursery rhymes or
Don
whatever?
McLean. Don McLean.
What's that?
American Pie.
The American was the type of pie he talks about.
No. Well, you remember the song Three Blind Mice?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you know that it was published in London back in 1609?
And let me guess.
I
By
knew it
3
had
blind
to-
mice.
A while ago.
By three. They were all blind.
When
They
was
teamed
it
up.
published?
See, I've already moved on.
See?
1609.
1609.
1609.
Like, how does anybody even remember that?
It was just written in like rat turds on a piece of paper. It was just an interpretation.
Yeah, it must be.
Well, you want to hear about a bum deal. Back in 1216, King John of England lost his crown jewels in the wash as the flood tide swamps his wagon near Sutton Bridge. So his crown jewels and his wagon was.
I
Gotta
assume you
keep
don't
a
mean his
spare.
testicles.
Well, it's none of my business.
You can't take all your jewels with me, you
And
guys.
that
You
was
gotta
in
leave some back at the castle.
1209.
You gotta,
Wow.
you gotta take the crown though. You gotta take the crown jewels.
Yeah, but I mean, did he lost just the jewels off his crown? But still
No,
got the,
no. I think the crown jewel is the crown, right?
Yeah, I think so. Right, well, it's like
That's the-
your.
That's the whole shooting
I
match.
thought it was the whole kit.
It's like a whole. Yeah, it's like
Like the whole
kit and
body
caboodle.
kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have spares of that shit.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be on my hands and knees going through that dang swamp.
Like that underwear in your trunk. You gotta have the extra set of crown jewels.
I'd be like,
you know what? It's so true though, because I promise I have extra underwear and extra socks in my gym bag.
I'd be like Spaceballs,
Always.
and I'd make him comb the swamp.
Comb that swamp.
Yeah.
Oh, like in Spaceballs.
We ain't found shit.
We're gonna have to pick through it.
Yeah.
I'm too funny for my. All right.
That was just horrifying. Mike's sudden turn to the camera, making that Crypt Keeper.
So in
Grand all of a sudden.
1987, the military first used its
Iran.
trained dolphins in the U.S. Navy in the Persian Gulf.
Wow.
1987.
Dolphin soldiers.
I wonder.
Well, there was
is
obviously
there
a lot
song
of.
about that?
Yeah.
Dolphin soldiers.
Dolphin soldiers.
Or is it toy soldiers? I don't remember.
I don't know either.
Soldiers.
Well, in 1774, the First Continental Congress made its Declaration of Colonial Rights in Philadelphia.
Oh, really?
That's before we.
Bro,
to
every
shoot?
time I sit on the toilet, I'm getting some type of colonial right.
Oh yeah.
I tell you what.
1982, U.S. President Reagan on national television proclaims the war on drugs, that it's killing this nation.
Is that when the DARE program started?
Man, I don't know, but
Do
when
you
I
remember
of it.
DARE?
when I was in
Vividly.
DARE, man, it was a what a program that was.
Drugs won.
Yeah.
Drugs did win. Yeah. Because
Well,
people
you
kept daring
you
them to
remember
do
when
it.
they were like,
I dare you to do drugs.
do you
Wasn't that the whole
remember back
thing?
when we were kids though, when it was like, this is your brain, and they would have the
the-
egg.
yeah.
This is your brain on drugs, and they would break it open.
Well,
And it would be like the pan would be hot, so it'd be scrambling all over. Any questions?
Yeah, that
Like
commercial
it
was
was
so
a
dumb.
little much.
yeah, I didn't. Well,
A
I always
little
thought
much.
I would prefer to eat a scrambled egg than a raw egg.
Makes
So
your
to
brain
me-
better and tastes better.
Yeah. Like,
Makes
oh.
your brain delicious. You can perceive flavor better on drugs.
Oh,
That's the
just
way-
say no is what they started with. Just say no.
Then there was hugs, not drugs, and we changed it to hugs, not rugs, and everyone shaved.
Yes.
That was the no rugs policy, ladies.
Well, in this week,
I ain't got no.
back in
rugs.
1891,
If there's grass in the field, play ball.
Unfortunate Field Marshal Erwin Rommel ceased to exist at the age of 52.
They hung him, right?
Cause of death was suicide.
Wait a minute. For Rommel,
Yes.
the German general,
Yes.
he says
Field
suicide.
Marshal. Yes.
Oh, I always thought he was hung.
They hung him and forced him to suicide himself.
Oh my God, were the
with a
Clintons
hanging.
around back then?
Yes.
He was suicided.
Whoa, he was suicided, bro.
How scary, legit,
Dang,
how
Clintons
scary
got
would
reach,
that
bro.
be if the Clintons were around back then? And they're like,
Bro, they're like the Pennywise of politicians.
Time Clinton. There's a thing for that.
That made
Time Clintons.
Did it work?
no.
Oh, it was turned down for
No.
just my mic.
No, I can't do it either.
Oh, now I can hear
No.
it.
There
Yeah.
we go.
While we're all having
no.
fun.
Okay. here we
Okay.
go. I know we're
Time
just.
Clintons. Okay, go on.
1993, Nelson Mandela and South African President F.W. de Klerk were awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. What's crazy with Nelson Mandela is I just can't get past this man. Like he was a rebel. He was this political activist, I guess. And he spent what, 30 years in prison?
Well, that was mainly because his name was Nelson. Like, come on, right?
They were imprisoning Nelson.
They really should have just imprisoned his parents. Who names their kid Nelson? You know what I mean?
Well,
the part that they didn't decide.
in South Africa, Nelson's probably a very predominant.
Ronnie Baker.
What's up?
Ronnie.
How we doing, Albert?
What's going down?
I would have to imagine that he probably did okay for himself up until the time that he got himself thrown in prison for 30 years.
Who?
Nelson
Ronnie?
Mandela.
Oh.
And then after his time in prison, he goes on to then rule his country.
Yeah. And create the first banana split.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that was his brother that was in that other.
Oh,
Nelson Mandela's brother that was in that other Shyamalan movie.
You know what? I think you
There's the
might.
banana
Oh no,
split
that
guy.
was Howie Mandel.
Oh, okay.
They're so very similar. It's
absolutely
his
who I was
nephew.
thinking of.
Yeah, it's his
I
nephew.
always think of Howie Mandel when people bring up Nelson Mandela.
Always, right?
Let's mix that up.
Their names are so close together.
So
They look similar too.
They really do. Yeah, like Kermit and Fozzie. Yeah.
what?
They're twins. You didn't know that?
Missed it.
They
Oh,
are.
They
Watch
share.
the Great Muppet Caper. They're twins. I swear.
They share an uncle. It's like a twins through this one uncle.
Yeah, I think
They're
it was
born-
Kevin Bacon.
Oh,
Yeah, they're born
in
the
some
same
places
day.
in southeast Missouri, that's okay.
From the same uncle, born on the same day,
His
but
wife's name was Winnie.
different parents.
Interesting.
Very nice. Well, do you remember when? I mean, do you remember? Obviously, we weren't here, but pictures of Abe Lincoln in his earlier years, he didn't have a beard. Do you remember that? He was
Correct.
clean shaved.
Didn't he not have a beard as a child? Wasn't that one of the weird things about Lincoln?
Yeah.
That beard wasn't there when he was a baby.
Yeah, the beard came later. It's strange.
So
But
weird.
he was, and he wasn't even. He was an attorney, right? Or like attempting to be an attorney. He was like a paralegal or something. I don't quite remember, but
I don't know. I
haven't talked to him in so long. So
Me and the homie's been separated for a little bit. The reason he has a beard, I have it.
okay, what?
In 1860, 11-year-old Grace Bedell writes to Abe Lincoln telling him to grow his beard.
Because he looked like a scary pumpkin-eating scarecrow.
So
He
it was
probably
like
did look like Jack Skeleton.
an early social media coup, basically.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's
that
like-
was the first burn. That was the first tweet burn.
That's funny.
Cover that face up.
Oh,
with
that's
some
right. He
beard.
hunted and shot vampires. Remember, he was
Oh,
Abraham Lincoln, the vampire hunter. I forgot. That was actually a documentary. That was like the real thing.
All right, here we go. Last
He's
one.
best friends with Blade.
1962. The
so
Cuban
great.
Missile Crisis began as JFK was shown photos confirming the presence of Soviet missiles in Cuba.
So, like, do you really think Cuba would have launched them? Like,
No, I think it's all a hoax.
you think it was a hoax?
I think it's a hoax.
Like landing on the moon?
I think we landed on the moon. I just don't think we landed when we said we did.
I don't know. My feelings on the Cuban missile, I get it confused because there's that other missile crisis that was in that Shyamalan movie. There was like a
yes.
brother to that missile crisis.
Yeah, that's
so I
true.
mixed the two up really badly.
Well, that wasn't that was Abyssal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if
Yeah,
you
the Bissell wet jet.
Yes, the wet jet.
I was watching a documentary, and I don't know if you would call it a documentary, actually, but it was a show, and it discussed stuff about like Hitler and where Hitler could have moved down to, and that he likely could have been into like South America and Africa and all that other good stuff.
Ronnie, I saw you came over. You can chat on YouTube. Was it not working on Facebook? Let me know, buddy.
This is a way to get more chats. We know it wasn't working
Yeah.
on Facebook today.
Yeah, normally, actually, Ronnie will hit us every once in a while with the history's mystery as well.
What about the Cuban sandwich crisis?
Oh yeah. Back.
We almost didn't get the Cuban
Oh, yeah.
because
and
seriously,
that would have been
because
okay.
He
No,
didn't want to
it's
let
a-
it come
it's an
over because of the
important
billionaire
sandwich.
Mark Cuban. He didn't want people eating him.
Without this sandwich, America would be a different country.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, what I was going to say was the documentary with the Cuban Missile Crisis, the Bay of Pigs and stuff like that, is JFK would have remained president would he not have done the Bay of Pigs. The belief is it was
Like a retaliation.
a
from-
retaliation from the rebels because he promised that they were going to invade and do this, and then on the day that it came to pull the trigger, JFK didn't do it.
The rebels, like in Tatooine.
And
I feel like there
the
could be a-
rebels ended up attacking, and a lot of them got arrested. So then they got into cahoots with, the dictator and whatnot.
I think
The
that'd be a
belief
good
is-
movie.
Papadin.
About what if JFK lived and it meant that Noggles never went out of business.
Yeah,
Like, that's
because
the end
Noggles
result.
went out of business, and that's a huge part of America right there. Noggles. It's fun to say, too. Who remembers Noggles?
Noggles. Yeah. Do you remember Noggles?
Holla if you
I don't
remember
know.
Am I the
I don't
only
know
weird person that
anything about
remembers
Noggles, but you want to
I
talk
don't
about
think
a
I ever ate at
staple.
Noggles.
A staple in
Katie, you're from Vegas. You're from
in-
Vegas, right?
In the U.S., that's
Oh.
Dairy Queen. Damn it.
DQ, the dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love to eat some dick.
Love it. I
Blizzard.
will always
I like
put
to get a
some-
dick blizzard in my mouth. It's the best.
There is nothing better.
They love you saying it that way.
I'm sure they do. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so what else you got?
That's it.
That was it.
That's it.
That was it. We did good. We did really good. We got through that. We powered through. But we've got a few
And
minutes before we got to do a commercial
And
break.
nobody died.
So would you, if somebody stole your SpongeBob SquarePants toys,
Like my pop?
What type of retaliation would you take? Yeah.
Is
they
it a
stole
pop or is it
Just
something
your
else?
Toys, like toys.
Then I wouldn't give a shit. But if it's a pop, we're gonna fight.
It's just his toys. Well, this dude decided to burn down his neighbor's flat.
Oh, it was definitely. he definitely stole his fucking pop. That's
Because
what
he-
happened.
Because he stole
Sounds
his
like you're talking
SpongeBob
about soda, but you mean the pop toy.
SquarePants. Yeah, that's.
I tell
What
you what.
is it, like a marital aid kind of toy?
You gotta
Let's
be.
find out.
You gotta
The
be
SpongeBob
careful.
toy?
This happened in the UK. By the way.
SpongeBob branded
Oh,
sponges.
Y'all take your
menstrual sponges.
Y'all take your SpongeBob SquarePants shit serious in the
El
UK.
Camino on Netflix. Haven't seen it. I think Jeff might like it. The MD, the doctor's in the house. Michael Duber. What's going on,
What's
buddy?
up, Dubes?
The Dubster, the Duberino.
Dubed.
You know what's crazy
His
is
favorite food is
I was
Dubalaya.
I was watching. I was slightly trolling Mr. Duber. And do you know what the hell that dude put on his Facebook page?
Cereal? He likes
puts some funny-
cereal a
he-
lot.
He has a good feed. He puts a lot of kinds of funny
He
stuff
put
on.
It was cereal. You're going to say cereal.
He put that Reese's peanut butter cups
And some cereal?
and mayo taste really good.
Creamy.
Gross.
If you have a...
Dubes, I much love, baby.
Here's the thing. I don't like mayo because I don't like globs, but if you put a thin enough film of it on there, it enhances anything.
yeah.
A nice thin film.
But I can't do
Like
that.
a
I
spider
don't put the
weaving
mayo,
a web, but it's mayo.
I don't put the mayo on nothing.
Not even
don't-
like
I
a
don't
thin
put
film.
I don't put the mayo on nothing.
Yeah. I don't really either, but if I scrape it off and there's a thin film of it still there, sometimes I'm like, all right, cool, switching it up, having a thin film.
To me, having mayonnaise in my mouth is just like having just rotten. I can't even explain. To me, it's
No.
just.
I like mayo. I'm a mayo dude.
Yeah, I know. You're like the only person that eats mayo at the house. That's why it was good one day and expired the next.
That's true. Actually, okay, funny story. And Jeff, a buddy of mine, is on right now, and he can verify the story. So my buddy, he said all the ingredients in mayo are already in peanut butter. He says, "Boom."
What?
Stop it right
He
now.
then
No.
he then says, "Slapping
Is
in
this
the
from
nuts."
Is this from the Dubes?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So my
Oh,
buddy,
man.
my buddy Brent, decided to get his own place, which is really awesome, right? So we're helping him move all of his stuff.
Hold on. I just.
Wait, I
can't-
thought peanut
can't-
butter was just smooshed up peanuts
I
when you
can't
smoosh 'em a
stomach
lot.
it. Like Duber is messing with me, and he's not even here.
It can't be true.
I truly love Reese's peanut
The
butter
Duffman
cups.
says mayo is bread lube, which I have to agree with.
can't. I can't do it. And now the Dubes may have messed me over on
I
some
can't-
Reese's peanut butter cups.
There's
I
already
can't
mayo in them. Every
Yeah.
time, every bite you
That's
take.
what's
has
going to
got
be in my mind as I'm taking a bite of mayo.
Yeah, a nice hard
Thanks,
piece of
Dubes.
frozen chocolatey
Well,
mayo.
when my
Thanks.
buddy Brent moved, we had to clean out his refrigerator. He had I'm not even kidding. He had mayonnaise that was like 6 years old, had expired 6 years prior, just chilling in his.
So what did it taste
refrigerator.
like?
Bro? I don't know, but it was green.
Is it legal to throw that away, or is it like a registered pet?
Oh no,
That
no,
might
no!
be like a
that's considered
biohazard.
You have to have it
hazmat.
euthanized.
Yeah, that's hazmat. You have to have it euthanized.
Yeah.
All I can say is
Euthanized and then cremated
It's
and buried
probably-
20 feet deep.
Yeah, you can't just like
I know we were worried
not
about
put a
it
collar
because
on that.
he moved shortly after the whole 9/11 thing, and a lot of things got labeled as bioterrorism. So
Oh yeah,
we didn't know what to do. It was tough.
I'm
Jeff
safe
says
though.
100% accurate story. And it's true. Now I am also guilty of destroying Brent's poor microwave when I tried to cook Easy Mac, which It turns out
had the aluminum foil in it.
no.
Yeah,
It
how do
turns
you
out
mess
it's not
that
as easy
Oh,
because
you need to put water in it.
yeah, you have to put water in it. And I didn't know that, and it
Oh, no.
it turned into like this giant crater, and we all had to leave because it smelled so bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it was bad.
Dude.
It was a smoldering crater. So yeah, I can't go.
It's like way
are
too
you
much
are you
time.
not allowed to go to their house anymore?
Yeah, I'm not. Well, no, I'm allowed to go. I'm just
Just not allowed to use the microwave.
Yeah, Jeff does all the cooking now.
Jeff, I apologize and thank you for letting me know.
Wow. Hey, it might be Bob Thornton
yes.
hour real quick.
So let's go ahead. Yeah, let's go
Maybe you
ahead
can tease
and
that,
pay some
yeah.
bills really quick. We're just gonna take a couple-minute break.
Prepare
While we're on
something.
the break, stay with us, but maybe go and like our Facebook page or subscribe to us on YouTube. It's Two Clueless Dudes. We try to stay as active as possible, or listen to us on RadioVegas.rocks and download the app.
What is Jesse Ray's Barbecue? Well, it's a tiny, unassuming place with a modest menu of platters, sandwiches, and house-made sauces. Located at 5611 South Valley View. By the smell alone, you're going to know you're in the right place. Come try the award-winning slow-smoked ribs, chicken, pulled pork, hot links, and brisket. The sauce is also something to talk about, as you will want to eat it with every bite. Here's a tip. Their sauces are available for purchase. When people ask you, how do you like Jesse Ray's Barbecue? You'll say, like most people I know, I don't like it, I love it. Jesse Ray's Barbecue is 100% legit. Stop on by for a meal that will satisfy your barbecue-loving lips. Mention RadioVegas.rocks for 10% off your order. Jesse Ray's, located at 5611 South Valley View on the corner of Valley View and Russell. Come in, take a bite, find out why they're so award-winning.
At Albo Pizza, our mission is to bring a menu of savory Italian classics and tasty American fare to the city of Las Vegas. Combining a classic menu of Italian favorites and American fare, Albo Pizza was designed with a variety of palates in mind. United by fresh ingredients prepared daily, all our recipes are homemade, hand-tossed, and hard to resist. Explore their popular pizza offerings or branch out with our burgers and chicken wings. Whichever way you go, their menu is prepared to please. Located at 1510 South Las Vegas Boulevard next to Dino's. Visit them online at www.albopizzalv.com or find them on Facebook. For delivery, call 702-333-2526.
Remember in the beginning, when you first started to build a life for you and your family, you never imagined it would come to this. Instead of living your dreams, you're living with debt. In fact, it's smothering you. Now there's a way you can take back control with one simple call. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, you qualify to receive a free, no-obligation consultation on how to get rid of that debt for good. Call the Debt Helpline now. We work on your behalf to reduce your debt. We specialize in credit cards, retail store cards, and medical bills. One simple call is all it takes to get the ball rolling to a debt-free life. Stop living with debt and start living your dreams. Call the Debt Helpline now.
800-709-4389. 800-709-4389. 800-709-4389. That's 800-709-4389.
Is your butt a crudely built birdhouse? No. Then why are you sanding it with toilet paper? Dude wipes have aloe vera to protect your sensitive side. See? Sensitive.
Come on, dude, take it to the hole.
LV Classic Rock is back. Hi, it's your friend on the radio, Dennis Mitchell, and we're back to rockin' and rollin' just like the good old days. If you didn't know, Las Vegas used to have 2 classic rock stations, one of which was awesome, and when corporate radio took it away, we just kept it going on the internet, and now it's back in all its original glory. Streaming live 24/7, it's LV Classic Rock, and all you have to do to enjoy it is go to the website, lvclassicrock.com, and use the online player, or get the free Radio Vegas Rocks app. That way you'll never be without LV Classic Rock, Las Vegas' best classic rock station.
Ooh, welcome back.
Yeah.
To Two Clueless Dudes, I'd mentioned that I had a bunny story, and I'm going to go ahead and tell it for you all now. So, those who do not know, I have bunnies. I have not just one bunny, I have 5. But I'm going to talk about one bunny in particular. So, we have a giant French lop. It's like a 15-pound bunny. I mean, it's a monster bunny.
Yes.
It's Mega Bunny.
It basically looks like the Keebler bunny.
So, Mega Bunny...
I'm serious.
It does.
It really
we
does.
named Rapunzel. She turns out she was kind of like in heat and was trying to hump us. But the thing is, when bunnies hump, they also bite, and they bite really hard. So and they'll circle you, and it was getting like pretty crazy in our house, right? And they smell like musk. They kept putting off she kept putting off this perfume, you know.
So this one bunny got stinky and kept biting you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nightmarish.
And then
apparently, how many teeth do you think a bunny has?
Oh, good. All it takes is one, right?
That's a fact.
A couple good teeth and you got some pain.
But how many teeth do you think are in a bunny's mouth?
2 really big U-shaped ones.
Okay.
One on the top and one on the bottom.
So
right?
most rodents do, in fact, have 2 front top teeth and 2 bottom teeth.
Yes.
4 teeth in their mouth.
Oh, okay.
Not a bunny. And I didn't know this until today.
Yeah.
They have more?
Yeah,
They
bunnies
have apparently as many teeth as we do.
Almost.
Whoa.
Yeah, they
All
got like
crammed in
20-something
there?
teeth, yeah.
Is it a bunch of rows of them like a shark?
Kind of.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I actually don't know how it's set up. You can look at a picture and it's kind of their jaw is very long and narrow. It's interesting.
It looks
But-
like it's way under there, like a bottom of an airplane.
Yeah, we decided that we needed to spay her. So we go and we get her spayed, and she was so mad for about a week. She didn't want to talk to us, and she would thump and make as much possible noise as possible. Anything that we brought her, she would just immediately destroy. Immediately destroy. This went on for like almost 2 weeks, really. She's just now starting to get over it. So bunnies know how to hold a fucking grudge.
Whoa.
Yeah, I did not know that. I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, because like dogs and cats, they usually act relieved. All my dogs and cats were like, phew. Like, I don't have to worry about that anymore. They weren't like into it.
So do you have something coming in?
What is
Did
that?
you get a news report?
I didn't actually. My
No, not
people
yet?
are failing me.
Okay, well, let me tell you about something interesting. If you haven't heard about it, it's too late for you, unfortunately, if this is something you'd be interested in. Because it's sold out within minutes. When Jesus blesses a shoe, it gets sold out in minutes.
Oh, that
A
makes total
one-of-a-kind,
sense.
limited edition, holy water-filled sneakers went out of stock within a few minutes, and that too at a colossal price of $3,000.
What?
Yeah, and I think, look, he just found some, says now they're selling for $4,000. A closer look at the shoe and the river's water can be seen floating in the sole. And it's a Nike Air Max 97S, termed Jesus shoes. So I
That's
guess
cool.
you are walking on water.
So it'd be like the same thing with like Nelly's Air Force Ones.
Yeah, like right
But
there.
these are like Jesus ones.
Yeah. The Nelly ones, I think, smell like Uba stank and weed.
Yeah.
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 Is Uba stank a smell?
No.
Or is that just
But
a
I was
band?
just gonna go
Oh.
with it.
You're thinking of that band Hoobastank that was the guitar tech for Mike Einziger and Incubus. Formed
Wait.
Hoobastank.
He was in The Village.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He was. Yeah.
That was the soundtrack to The Village, was all Hoobastank.
All Uba stank. Exclusively Uba stank. Oh my God.
Wake me when it's over.
Wow. Right back to the 2000s, yo.
Yeah.
Right back to the 2000s. So this shoe also comes with a Bible verse of Matthew 14:25. The passage is describing Jesus walking on water. And at the side of the shoe, it shows a single drop of blood to represent the blood of Christ. There's also frankincense scented insoles, a crucifix threaded through the laces, a red sole, which references the red shoes traditionally worn by past popes. I didn't
Really?
know popes wore red shoes.
But you're like walking around.
I mean,
in
I
them.
could
It
see a
seems
cardinal.
disrespectful.
I could see a cardinal wearing red shoes.
Ronnie likes Uba Stank.
Oh, yeah, I know he does.
Well, I'm sure there's a reason.
He gets knocked down,
that
and then he gets up again.
Hoobastank songs are really. I know you're wrong, but if you listen to any Hoobastank song now, you'll realize that like the second half of the song is just a copy and paste of the first one.
half, yeah.
Like the verse. The second verse sounds exactly like the first one, just copied. The choruses sound identical.
Yeah.
Like they weren't even recorded as different takes. They were just
they were basically the poor man's Incubus.
control
Let's just be
drag
honest.
Incubus.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
They were the Kroger
Yeah.
brand of music. So these I feel like the Red Shoe Popes. That could be a name of a band.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a
band,
lie
right?
because, like I said, cardinals. I could see a cardinal wearing red shoes, but
Well,
a
that's a
pope,
little
like a pope,
stereotypical of you.
I mean,
Those
I don't.
red shoe
I'm not
popes,
trying
though.
to. I'm not trying to. Bring up racially colored shoes. I'm just.
And let me guess, boobies should wear blue.
Yeah.
What's this popes plural? I like this idea of multiple popes.
Is it popes or is it Popeye? How would you say that?
If we could have multiple popes, what would it be? Would it be popes? Would it be popuses?
Actually, honestly, if it's a U.S., then it's you plural it with an I,
And what
like
if-
tortoise.
What if you're obsessed with them? Would that be popophilia?
It'd be papophilia.
Papophilia, yes.
Yeah.
Stick that in your pocket.
Because it's papal if it's
And
pope
then if
related.
you're afraid, it would be papophobia.
Yeah. Well,
Papalophobia?
you're
Popophobia.
papped. It's said so often that if you're afraid, you're just papped up. You're just this person's so papped.
I'm
They're feeling
papped,
the
man.
pap, man. If a pope's on me now, I'm so papped.
So, sorry,
Papped up.
guys.
I'm so papped. I'm gonna get smeared.
You missed out
I
on
have.
your opportunity.
I'm sorry.
They missed out on their opportunity to buy Jesus shoes. They sold out.
They're already gone.
They're gone.
Oh, well, if you're interested, tough titty on that one.
If you're interested, check out the merch on twocluelessdudes.com.
And if you want some, give me a minute. Let me go flush
Yeah.
my shoes full of water, and I'll get you some.
Or just get those custom Vans. Just get them all
Yeah.
white, like Pope shoes. It's fine.
Got the van, son.
They got splashed with holy water, I promise. It evaporated, but it was on there.
I super promise.
Yeah. You get my certificate of I promise.
That's the next best thing to authenticity.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know, do you want to hear about deadly fungus in Australia?
Do you really want to hurt
Who
me?
doesn't?
All right.
Who
So
really want to make me cry?
we'll find out, won't we? Poison fire coral, a fungus that's even nastier than its name suggests, has been spotted for the first time in Australia, the natural home for strange life forms that are out to kill you.
Yeah, all of them.
Right?
Yeah.
Every damn life form.
Every of the forms.
The highly poisonous fungus, armed with 8 toxins that can be absorbed through the skin, was once assumed to be solely found in Japan and Korea. However, a mycologist at James Cook University in Queensland, Matt Bart, has now confirmed that poison fire coral has reached Australia after studying photographs of the coral-colored fungi taken by photographers in the forest.
At least we know they're always going to have a good time.
Forested suburbs of Cairns.
Fun guy.
He's a fun guy. There's no clear idea of how the fungus made it here from the Pacific coast of East Asia, although there have been recent reports of it in New Guinea and Indonesia. Nevertheless,
New Guinea?
New Guinea.
Yes. It was originally named Newt Gingrich, but again, there was they had to have some type of separation.
That's right.
That's also none of your business. Nevertheless, this corner of Western Australia is often home to fungi that are not native to the continent. Dr. Barrett notes that local people have found at least 20 fungi species that were not previously found to live in
I'm one of
northern
those.
Queensland. We aren't sure how it arrived in Australia, but we think it's a natural occurrence.
What do you mean they don't know how it arrived?
It's a doctor.
But it arrived like everything else does. It immigrated.
Yeah,
It probably got kicked out of it. Someone probably was war torn.
Those people that wear sandals in the airplane.
It's probably a fire coral refugee.
Yeah, and,
You know?
and
to be
It's
in
probably
a-
Syrian fire coral.
and it has to now live in Australia. I get it.
Yeah.
Fungi disperses by tiny wind-blown spores, so they can travel long distances. It probably dispersed into northern Australia thousands of years ago. There are not many people to look for fungi in northern Australia, so we think it has just been overlooked. Poison fire coral is regarded as one of the world's most deadly species of fungus, not least because it's only known fungi to be equipped with toxin compounds that can be absorbed straight through the skin.
Whoa.
If eaten, mistaken mushroom pickers suffer an even more unpleasant fate, and it can prove fatal.
It's like the blade of funguses.
So basically,
Are you on that blade?
I am. You feeling the snipes today?
Yeah, we need to re-snipe this blade situation. We need a blade
I think
6.
so.
Isn't there like a
you
blade
don't want to
2?
just go
We need
be
a blade 3.
Yeah,
putting
there's a
fungi
blade 2 electric boogaloo.
in your mouth. Wow.
Blade 2, still blading.
Still blading. That's interesting. All right.
Of the 100 or so toxic mushrooms that are known to researchers, this is the only one in which toxins can absorb through the skin, doctors stated. Just
Wow.
touching the fire coral fungus can cause redness or swelling to the skin. If eaten, it can cause horrifying array of symptoms, initially stomach pain, vomiting, diarrhea, fever, numbness, followed over hours or days of
Holy crap. Now we know where McDonald's gets it from.
I was going to say that's where Tide Pods came from.
Tide Pods.
It's the tides of the
Nasty.
ocean.
Fire coral
delamination
challenge,
of
bro.
skin on face,
Fire
hands,
coral
and feet,
challenge.
and shrinking of the brain, which in turn causes altered perception, motion difficulties, and speech impediments. So now all the druggies are going to be trying the new fungi.
Bro, I want to shrink my brain.
I'm going to shrink it, dude.
It's a fire
Come on,
coral and
man.
Dark Side of the Moon.
So, I don't know if you talked about this, you might have. A RoboCop, a park, and a fight.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to be touching on it tomorrow, actually.
Oh, okay,
No,
tomorrow.
sneak it in. Let's
All right.
let's start it up.
We'll lightly brush it.
Let's brush it hard, man.
Yes, Chipotle.
Oh.
Duff says Chipotle. I hate
Disgusting.
Chipotle.
That where fire
I
coral comes from.
boycotted Chipotle. Nobody wants to go get a burrito that's warm. I don't want warm food.
You
I
want
want hot food.
hot or cold, right?
Yeah.
I just think
Not
it
like
tastes disgusting.
warm.
I won't go.
Dude, it's warm. Like my piss is warm. Like, no, this is not.
You don't want to go in your body the same temperature as the inside of your body.
Oh, God.
My
So-
problem with Chipotle is although the
Besides
ingredients
it's
are really
disgusting?
fresh and the ingredients don't have any preservatives, the ingredients really would benefit from some preservatives.
Yes.
Because they're
Yeah.
not fresh enough to be able to be without the
Well, like
preservatives.
their rice is always inconsistent. It's
Well, that's why
hard.
it's kind of a roll the dice if your guts are going to hold the Chipotle in or not.
I am not a fan.
Well,
Like if I'm gonna go, I'm going Cafe Rio.
Well, they're catered to people that have
Roll up.
already built up their own immunities to whatever grows on their stuff without preservatives, because it's not fresh enough to not work without the preservatives that these people build inside their bodies. Instead, if you don't have them, then it's like not taking your shots before some foreign land. You get the
It's true.
Chipotle's revenge.
Chipotle's revenge.
Yeah.
Instead of Montezuma's.
That's true. I've never thought of it like that. Like
You have to build up immunity to
I
Chipotle.
could probably go to Chipotle with my parents because they love it. I could probably go. I just need to get treated first.
Yeah, you got to take your shots.
You have to be inoculated.
Yeah.
Then you can go to Chipotle.
Huntington Park, California. When a fight broke out recently in the parking lot of Salt Lake Park, a few miles south of downtown Los Angeles, Kogo Guerrera did what seemed the most practical thing at the time. She ran over to the park's police robot and pushed the emergency alert button. I was pushing the button and it said, "Step out of the way," Guerrera said. It just kept ringing and ringing, and I kept pushing and pushing. She thought maybe the robot, which stands about 5 feet tall and has police emblazoned on its egg-shaped body, wanted a visual of her face, so she crouched down for the camera. It still didn't work. Without a response, Rudy Esperacuta, who was... Where do they come up with these names? Was with... I'm just going to call her Franklin from this point on. Who was with Franklin and her children at the time, dialed 911. About 15 minutes later, after the fight had ended, a woman was rolled out on a stretcher and into an ambulance, her head bleeding from a cut suffered from the altercation. Amid the scene, the robot continued to glide along its pre-programmed route, humming an intergalactic tune that could have been ripped from any low-budget sci-fi film. The almost 400-pound robot followed the park's winding concrete from the basketball courts to the children's splash zone, pausing every so often to tell visitors, please keep the park clean.
Don't tell me.
Nice.
That's the thing is, who are you to tell me
Yes.
to keep this park clean? You better recognize your role. You work for me, robot.
Exactly.
You keep this shit clean. You tell me to
You pull
keep
out
it
your
clean
little
from you.
robotic arm and
Why
pick
do
up
you
my
don't
paper.
police on it when all it's doing is just basically acting as like a clean maid?
You don't have your maid tell you to clean stuff up. You hired them.
It's true.
I'm all acting like I'm upset at you, Phil. Like, put your robot in its place.
You put your fucking robot in its place.
We didn't hire your
right
robot to be condescending.
Yeah, your GoBot.
Your robot's supposed to protect and serve, not nag. Not nag me.
If you've ever been to California, you would know that that's probably fairly accurate, though.
That's probably right. But I mean, that's just hilarious. Somebody's getting like mauled to death, and
I mean,
it's
what do you want the
hey,
robot to do?
Hey, don't get any of that on the ground.
Did you guys
Okay.
know that this is the same robot that dove in a fountain 2 years ago?
Oh, is it
It's not the
really?
same robot, but by the exact same company, and it looks very similar. They haven't improved much.
At HPR RoboCop, and it just basically looks like a giant chode.
You know what their excuse was?
Like it looks like something Ava Devine would attempt in a world record. That's what it looks like.
You know what what their excuse was for the robot not summoning the police?
What?
They said that although they're paying $60,000 to lease this robot, it's a trial thing with the company. They're just trying it out. So right now, all the communication of the robot goes to the company, and then the company would have to lift their
relay
paws
it to
and call the
dispatch.
police. Yeah. Which would be understandable if anyone at the company was taking that responsibility and actually doing that in this situation, instead of just letting it like ring off the hook or whatever.
Wow. Which is
Wow.
what happened.
That's awful.
Yeah, so they're not even using this thing that they're paying for.
It's
classic
it
California.
should probably be considered a false sense of security because what
No.
if you go up to it, what do you want it to actually do? It is just a robot.
Yeah.
It may contact the authorities, but it's not going to intervene.
It's security
not-
theater.
Stop.
It's a theater of security. Like, so we have all this pretend stage security where if the thing was actually like a security camera that the cops could look at stuff through.
I'm sure there is.
Then you've got a security camera on wheels, and that's worthwhile. But they never plugged that plug into that socket. You know what I mean?
Oh,
they
I
never
just
tied those systems
automatically.
together.
Well, how would it possibly, if it's not if there's not
No
a
one's
camera,
looking at the
how does
camera.
it possibly travel along a windy sidewalk?
Oh, it's got it'll Tesla autopilot itself on the sidewalk, but it's supposed to be like a security camera too, where police
Right,
can see.
that's what I assumed.
Where meanwhile, what we do here is we just have a trailer with a bunch of cameras on it and blinking red and blue lights and a battery pack, and we stage it in a bad neighborhood, and then cops can look at the cameras whenever and dispatch.
Yeah.
But this thing doesn't have any of that dispatch capability wired up, even though they're paying for it.
So I
It's
bet a
silly.
lot of people don't actually know about that. But in
Yeah,
Las
you
Vegas,
could just go
there
push it over.
is-
Yeah.
There are little trailers
Yeah,
that,
there's little
that
trailers.
look like a little, basically the same size as like construction lights.
Yeah, exactly.
And you just
People know about it. It flashes red and blue.
oh yeah,
at
you know they're there
Yeah.
for quite some time. They're LED.
But this is so much. This could be more effective, but all the capabilities this place sold to the cops are using none of it. They're
Ah.
just paraded around so it
That's
looks like we
ridiculous.
care.
Yeah.
Well, you have
False
to have
sense of security.
you have
Okay,
to
are
have
you ready?
budgeted
Speaking
money.
about police stuff, are you ready for me to blow your mind?
Yeah.
I'm ready to
gonna
be
blow
blown.
your mind right now. Okay. Okay, according to the FBI, more than 5 times as many people were killed in 2018 by knives, clubs, and other cutting instruments than with rifles.
Really?
The metrics show that there were a total of 1,515 deaths by knives or other cutting instruments last year, compared to that of 297 people killed by actual rifles. And that's all rifles.
Of the world or like in the U.S.?
U.S. This is based off of the U.S. It's a gap that has widened significantly since 2007. In that year, the FBI said nearly 4 times as many people were stabbed to death as killed with rifles. During that year, the number of murders with rifles was around 400. So that's actually gone down.
Wait, is this just rifles or handguns? Is it like knives more
Just
than
rifles.
rifles?
Just rifles.
Just rifles.
Because rifles seem a lot more clumsy than a knife and
Well,
clumsier
that's
than a handgun.
the rifle is what they're trying to get.
That's what they want to get
Oh,
rid
yeah,
of.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
trying to get
Really
rid of,
like
right?
the handguns are where the real guns doing the stuff.
Specifically like the M4s and the ARs.
Yeah,
they're
we need to point
considered
out that the
combat
data
rifles,
isn't
you know,
just
assault rifles.
semi-automatic rifles. It's all rifles, including bolt-action, pump, or lever-action rifles. If you were to if you were to contrast the numbers between just semi-automatic rifles and knife homicides, the gap would be obviously even bigger.
So there are people arguing that all these like wussy slow rifles that are obviously just for sport stuff are an issue, and we can leave all the handguns alone.
Yeah, I'll get to handguns in a second, which is also pretty hilarious. So here, this is one that I find very funny. Funny, not funny, I guess, because people die. But here's another number that will blow your mind. The data shows that in 2018, there were 672 deaths from fist, feet, and other personal weapons.
Sure.
I mean, a dildo falls into a personal weapon if used properly.
I've seen people murdered by dildos.
So
What?
technically, more people could have been murdered by dildos than with an actual rifle.
Nobody gets murdered by a dildo.
What are these? where are these dildo statistics?
What material is said dildo?
Is it
that it's
factoring
gonna
in
kill you?
prisons? I don't know. It could be even worse in prison.
Well, one
then
out
the
of-
dildo could really come
Yeah.
into play there.
Where would you get a dildo in prison, and how would you make it?
A 400-pound butt plug. Yeah, that's basically what it looks like.
Anything could be if you're creative enough.
So, okay, so here we go.
Good luck.
Patience,
I don't
not
even.
luck.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
But like 1 in every 100 Americans is in prison. It's more than
1 in 100.
Yeah, it's more than Brazil. It's more than
No.
China.
Here we go.
1 in 100 Americans is in prison.
I'm gonna
America
look that up.
imprisons a higher percentage, go ahead, of their population than any other country.
It's
more
true.
than Brazil, more
Per
than
capita,
China. Yeah, so of course it would affect our Schenken statistics.
Yeah, we love to arrest people. Okay, so FBI data from that year, which I think is 2016, showed that more than 7,100 people were killed using handguns, and that the vast majority of non-fatal crimes involving guns were also committed using handguns.
So a lot of handgun shootings end up not killing the person, fortunately.
Right, and it also shows that, I mean, if some dude's gonna kill you, it's probably not gonna be with a rifle, unless it's gonna be with a
I
handgun.
kind of assumed.
Right, I
the
mean,
clumsy thing that you have to
if
go
you
put
think
together.
If you think about it logically, if you think about getting carjacked or something like that, Vegas, St. Louis, anywhere, you're not going to get carjacked by a shotgun. You know what I mean?
No.
That's true.
It's going to be a small pistol or it's going to be a knife.
Yeah, because you get attention here walking around with a shotgun all out in the open.
Guns don't kill people, dildos do. That's right. Amen, brother.
High heart rate.
Amen.
It's what the French called a little death.
Yeah. The prolapse death. All right, let's go ahead.
Prolapse is my favorite word.
Zui.
Let's go ahead and pay some bills. This is should be our last commercial break, so we appreciate you guys sticking around with us while we pay our bills. It's really important for us because that's how we keep the lights on.
So
and
pay attention.
Toilet paper in the bathroom.
That's true.
Hey, Radio Vegas Rocks listeners, it's your favorite troublemaker, Sober Sal from the Not Playing Stupid podcast. I'm headed to Summer Meltdown this weekend to partay. And do you think this degenerate has time to sober up or take a shower during that 4-day music festival? No, ain't gonna happen. The cool things I don't need to. I got Dude Wipes. Dude Wipes aren't your typical ass wipes. Dude Wipes are made from plant-based fibers and are actually certified as flushable. Not only are Dude Wipes alcohol fragrance-free, they're also lined with aloe and vitamin E to ensure your anus isn't so heinous. So go to dudeproducts.com. Someone has to take care of your ass. It might as well be you.
Come on, dude, take it to the hole.
Hey everybody, it's Crazy Jay, and I want to tell you about ZipBiz. I know what you're thinking. Jay, you've been telling us about ZipBiz. Well, I have the brand new flavor right next to me, and I haven't tried it yet, so let's open it and give this a try. My bottle of water, shake that up. Now this is a brand new flavor, Mango Peach. I have not tried it. I'm looking forward to it. They have a wide variety of flavors. If you didn't know, they've got grape, fruit punch, orange cream, orange soda, iced tea, all fantastic. But let's give Mango Peach a try. Oh, man, that is absolutely amazing. I'm a fan of all their flavors, but nothing like this. Oh, man, that is absolutely delicious. Mango Peach, Zip Fizz. Get it today. Visit zipfizz.com. Tell them Radio Vegas. Tell them Crazy J sent you, and get your Mango Peach today.
Zip Fizz energy, no sudden crash, 10 calorie, low carb, vitamin B, the healthy energy mix. Zip Fizz.
Kicker Audio.
So check it out, Mario. They hit me up, the guys from Kicker. They said, Jay, you have done a fantastic job promoting these headphones. And
They're awesome.
They're all over Facebook. You have tweeted them. We know that you love the headphones. But how come you haven't talked about this wireless Bluetooth bullfrog we have? And I said, well, to be honest with you, you never sent me one.
We haven't tested it.
Within 24 hours, there was one delivered to my house. So now, this is going to blow your mind, Mario. This is... You're impressed. No dead space. Speakers on both sides. Isn't that awesome?
Very impressed.
It's Kicker Audio, everybody. You got to go there. Check them out online.
Kicker Audio. Living loud.
Do you want to pay more for a new car or new home or less? Yeah! Do you want to pay higher interest rates on your credit cards or even to refinance student loan debt or less? Yeah! The secret to paying less on everything is a better credit score. Is your credit score less than 700? Do you even know? Well, now at the same time, you can learn exactly what your credit score is and learn how to make it better. And when you call our special credit repair hotline, you'll speak to an expert that will tell you simple steps to start improving your credit score. And the call and consultation are FREE. That's free. I'm telling you, the secret to paying less is a better credit score, and you can fix it right now. So please make this free call and change your life.
877-857-1658. 877-857-1658. That's 877-857-1658.
At Albo Pizza, our mission is to bring a menu of savory Italian classics and tasty American fare to the city of Las Vegas. Combining a classic menu of Italian favorites and American fare, Albo Pizza was designed with a variety of palates in mind. United by fresh ingredients prepared daily, all our recipes are homemade, hand-tossed, and hard to resist. Explore their popular pizza offerings or branch out with our burgers and chicken wings. Whichever way you go, their menu is prepared to please. Located at 1510 South Las Vegas Boulevard next to Dino's. Visit them online at www.albopizzalv.com or find them on Facebook. For delivery, call 702-333-2526.
Do you fear the dark? Do you fear the light? Are you afraid of what you've seen? Are you afraid of what you can't see?
What responses, you say you're testing it at the house, what responses did you get when you were testing it?
I mean, I've heard my full name, Chris's name, just direct replies to questions and stuff.
On World Ghost Radio, the paranormal, the spirits, the unexplainable, with your host Rocky on World Ghost Radio.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes with Mad Mike and the Hank.
Welcome back. That is in fact accurate. This is Two Clueless Dudes, and this is the Hank, and I am with Mad Mike, and we are with producer Waz.
And it is time to put a Twinkie in our mouth.
We're gonna put this piece in our mouth.
It is a pumpkin spice Twinkie.
Try not to do the chewing in the microphone, though.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that hates that.
Okay, no microphone chewing.
But you can express your emotions about it on the mic, of course.
That I shall do.
I'm kind of worried about it. Can I smell
No,
yours first?
no smelling. I'm going.
Just
Man, I feel like it's
like the
gonna
Jesus
sugar me to
shoes.
sleep.
The Nike G's, just do it. Just do it.
I realized
just do it. I didn't mean that.
Well, I'm all drowsy today. I ate like bad the last couple of days, and like it actually affects my energy level nowadays. It's weird.
I feel it.
What? Blah, 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 blah.
That's true when you eat like shit.
Yeah.
It
But-
drastically.
And you say
there's a
mayo is
delay.
bad?
Mayo is bad.
I thought like, oh, I'm gonna have a bread day and I'm fine, but like that's the next day.
This is pretty amazing.
Ronnie
Not
says
as
he's
good.
legit concerned about you.
Who? Me?
You apparently have a bump that's on your leg.
Oh.
Are you talking about his kneecap? Because he
yeah.
got some skinny ass
Yeah,
legs.
you don't have kneecaps, Ronnie?
You're gonna have to help Mike out. I don't know if he knows what you're talking about. What are you talking about, buddy?
Are you talking about that thing right in between his legs? That little bump?
That little bump, that little boy, that little fella. This legit tastes like a coffee cake. It just
It
tastes
kind of does.
cinnamon
really-
coffee cake.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm tasting is like just cinnamon.
Yeah, if you're interested.
Not really any pumpkin.
Yeah, the
Maybe a
pumpkin
little bit
spice. I heard that the taste of pumpkin spice
I
is never actually pumpkin.
I would dunk this in.
Oh,
yeah, no. I would dunk
definitely
this in
not.
like my pumpkin spice Starbucks latte.
Yeah.
No,
Chino Frappamocha.
This is really good. I thought I was gonna hate
I
it.
wouldn't ruin it. I
The
wouldn't ruin
cinnamon
it.
situation's amazing though. This is really good actually.
All right, Waz, please. Bananas. How many?
I'm giving it. Well, if I'm gonna weight it for my expectations, like 10 is the best I could have
12. No, no,
imagined.
12 is the best.
It's such a 12. Like you're supposed to
Really?
leave room for something to be better. Like nothing should be a
Always.
12. But I'm saying if
You're
10
going
was what
straight
I
to 12.
expected,
It
it's around 12.
Wow.
It's
you really
just
like
so
that.
much beyond my expectations. Yeah.
It's really good. I would
Like-
call it a 9 though for me.
Yeah,
It's
a
bringing
solid
up
9.
memories. Like it's making me feel like grandparents are still alive that aren't anymore. I'm like in family
What happened to
vehicles. Yeah, they left and they went to the farm and didn't come back from the farm. They're still at the farm.
Oh,
They're
you mean
supposed
they
to
went
have
on
farm.
vacation?
Yeah, there's this farm. All these family members that were really older, like all doing stuff at this farm. I don't know why they don't talk like anymore. I can't call them or anything. They're really busy.
Yeah, they're just
They're super
swamped.
busy.
Yeah, they just all went to this farm.
Did you
This
ever
must
see?
be fun.
Do you guys remember the Dinosaurs
If you
TV
build
show?
it, he will come. What?
Yeah.
Dinosaurs TV show.
Oh yeah.
They had an episode where
Oh, not the mama.
yeah, when the grandmother becomes a certain age, and there's a tradition that
They throw her in a volcano.
they roll her over a cliff into a volcano.
Yeah.
And it's like a big thing, and he was so excited to do it, and then changed his mind at the last second. But that's how I want to
That
go
was
out.
such a good show.
Just drop me off a helicopter into a volcano. That sounds amazing.
If the volcano's not active, you just fall onto a mountain.
That would actually be
Boom. Show Jack how to.
That would be even better, and even more so if the volcano was filled with marshmallows.
Aw, then you could do it again.
Dude, you are such a marshmallow dude. I
love
I can't do marshmallows like that.
No,
You really love
I
some
do love
marshmallows.
marshmallows. It's basically sugar.
It is. It is. I
And-
guess.
and
huh?
something. Sugar and
sugar
eggs?
and egg white.
Or egg white? Egg whites?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spider webs, right?
Yeah,
But
spider webs.
not that we're racist.
In the village.
If they were brown, we would call them egg browns, and that would be cool too.
Actually,
We're
we
not.
we say egg whites, but we actually use brown eggs. We don't use white eggs.
Right.
Oh, egg
We're,
beiges.
So, okay, listen to this headline.
We support the black. I mean the brown.
The
oh
browns.
fuck! I just messed that up. Go. Just take it away. Go.
We
Okay,
support the blacks.
Just
We
listen to the headline.
Oh shit!
Milford Haven woman, which is in the UK, admits racially abusing neighbor.
Wait, so we go to this.
Yeah, admits racially abusing neighbor while breasts were hanging over the fence. So,
Well,
Wait, who? So someone was being bad with their breasts.
you're the
over
one that
this.
said no chewing in the mic.
I'm not. I'm talking clearly with some food in the way. I'm not like actually making my mouth chew.
so here you go. Yes, a woman's breasts were in fact.
So was she the one being mean with her breasts hanging over?
They were in fact. They came exposed while she was shouting racial abuse at her neighbor.
Wow.
And they had to talk about this in court apparently. Like this came up.
It's discrediting.
And it gets, oh my God, the story gets even better. So, Leanne Thomas of Mayor Crescent, Milford Haven, appeared before Haverford West magistrates on Tuesday, October 8th. she pleaded guilty to racially aggravated offense of causing harassment, alarm, or distress. Cian Vaughn, prosecuting, said Thomas...
never going to come off your record.
Right. Said Thomas, who's 37, had got on with her neighbor of 4 years until she approached her while drunk last year. About 5:45
The drunk neighbor.
p.m. August 13th, she, the neighbor,
The drunk one.
Breasty, was at home.
You can't keep it in.
Was at home with her children, looking out the window, and saw Miss Thomas falling out of a taxi. Oh, so she was the neighbor. Okay, so Miss Thomas, who was a Breasty, fell out of a taxi. Her partner was trying to pick her up off the floor. Thomas noticed the woman closing her curtains and gestured as if to invite her outside for a fight. She swore and called her a name and also made threats to take her dog. Ms. Vaughn added,
that could be a problem.
She was hanging
Yeah,
over
that's
the
a whole
fence.
other crime.
She was hanging
That's a
over
whole
the
new
fence
ass whipping.
with her breasts hanging out. She then went running towards the house and pulled her skirt up to show her backside to members of the public.
Classy.
Members of the public gathered to see this backside.
Oh my
It
God.
it gets so much better.
Oh, no, it doesn't. That's
It does.
classy.
Thomas called the complainant names, and continued the abuse as she stumbled toward her fence. Here's the quotate. This is the quotations. Her breasts were exposed and hanging over the fence. A dog was jumping up and licking her breasts.
What did she
This is
do?
part of
Put
the
peanut
details.
butter on them? Why does that happen?
Like, can you just imagine the scene in like rural UK?
I just want to know who's mad. I mean, a lady's tits are out. A dog's licking them like it's ice cream. Like, what is it? What are you really mad about
Yeah,
right now?
doesn't that like counteract what she's yelling out?
Like,
Doesn't
you
that like
should
lower?
absolutely be picking your telephone up and videoing that and sending it to all of your friends in social media.
Yeah, it should lower the strength of what you're hollering if your
Yes.
tits are out.
Yeah.
She apparently claims that she is not a racist at heart.
But her tits are.
Yeah. So
when they're out.
they find her.
In or out.
They find her 300 pounds. It was like 600 something bucks.
Oh, never mind. I wouldn't be happy about
And
seeing
ordered her to
those.
pay another 117 pounds in costs and surcharge.
600. How dare you? A strong American dollar.
Yeah,
Right?
What are you doing?
Worth-
You can't go around acting in that way after you've been having a few drinks. She didn't have a few drinks.
Nah.
She had like a whole bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a
like
whole
the-
trough.
She had the salad bar of drinks.
She was like 10% drink.
Lot of drink. She was
Yeah.
every of the drink.
She's just a big garbage bag full of booze.
And no wonder she had to have help getting up.
I mean, she was
And
about
she's
to get,
only, her neighbor's only lucky because she probably would have knocked the damn fence down.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could have snagged on that fence and tore and got the booze all over the place.
Okay, so how about this for a headline?
And the dog.
Dog could have been drunk as fuck.
Just imagine how could you do this? Driver flips car while trying to parallel park in downtown Vancouver.
Wait, is this on level ground?
Hold on. So
Well, here, there's a picture. You can even find the story
yeah.
if you'd like.
I'm familiar with a Can-Am
That's some
Riker
parking.
We're gonna
going
bring
in
this up.
reverse and going too fast and making a turn and flipping over a Can-Am Riker, which, you know, a three-wheel motorcycle,
Yeah, it
that could
happens.
suck. But I've seen that. But I don't know about a car.
Yeah, that's like the picture. Like the dude did a fantastic job.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
here it is.
they get to see it. I don't. Hold on.
Here it is.
Wait. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, don't get greedy. It's coming for everyone.
All right, here's some journalism right here.
Everybody. Oh,
So we're
here it
backing
is.
in.
So you can see this.
It
guys.
looks like a normal back into a parallel park. Oh, and we go high speed backwards. Oh, and over the curb.
Hey, but look where he managed to land, right in between the walls. You know. So
Ooh, another angle. We get another angle.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so there's a ramped portion inside this this covered parking lot that's further from the street. They start backing up and go over the sidewalk way past That's got to be an accelerator stuck down.
No, what I'll tell you what happened. They were lighting their cigarette with their cigarette lighter, and it fell in their lap, and they said, "Oh shit."
Two pedestrians were hurt in the crash and had to be taken to the hospital.
Dang, I didn't see anybody in the way. It just looks like this car that backed up.
This is it. This
kept
explains
backing.
it. The driver
is elderly.
An elderly woman. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's scary.
Look at that
Elderly
tumble.
and woman.
Oh God.
Almost joking.
We're letting
almost,
that just sit there.
Almost joking.
She was also, her and her passenger were also taken to the hospital.
Oh no! I'll tell
But
you
not
what,
with
that was a pretty
no
cool.
life-threatening injuries.
So
Well, hopefully they were wearing their
fast.
seatbelt.
Okay, those are the two people the car rolled at.
Oh my God!
Yikes.
And this happened at the immigration office, in front of the immigration office.
Yeah, well, oops is sometimes in order. Accidents happen.
It starts as a solid parallel parking,
Yeah,
and then it
like-
just goes out of control. It's like a normal car
I don't
backup,
know.
and then just all of a sudden
I
it
gotta
hauls
be honest.
butt.
Like I was kind of concerned about the whole the angle's not even right.
Well,
If
you know what it is?
I'm looking,
Bro, you know this. The need for speed can hit at any moment.
that's
You
true.
know what I mean?
Got the need,
The
the need for speed.
It just hits you,
You know what?
bro.
Look at those people sitting right where the car goes, and they have to jump out of the
that's
way.
it, yeah.
And then the car doesn't. The car starts rolling sideways at them as they're sitting up against the cement thing.
That would be
Have you ever
horrifying.
thought about if you would be ready to quick draw dive if a car just went rogue and you're walking
I've
down the street?
actually,
You ever
I've
think
actually
about that?
saved somebody from getting hit by a car by running out and pushing them out of the way.
No.
I've actually done that. Yeah.
I always think I'm going to be that person
Amanda-
that just suddenly is hit by a car they didn't see.
I still remember her name, Amanda Lopez. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. She was just a teenager. So was I.
That's
so
right.
that I thought you guys would get a kick out of that one.
No, that's terrible.
I'm haunted.
That's
basically.
terrible, Mike. You showed us a
least
video
no one died.
of two elderly people nearly killing two other individuals.
Yeah,
I like
they
to look at
barely
it as
got
two
away.
elderly people deciding to do their own stunts. You know what I mean?
Jackass
What a
style.
stunt. I mean, this car went
Not
backwards.
even Chris Hemsworth does his own
Oh,
stunts.
you know what? Talking about Jackass style, I'm really bummed. Have you been hearing about Bam Margera?
Bam Margera.
What's happening with him?
Bam.
Oh, Bam.
He's completely. His cheese has completely come off his cracker.
Yeah.
Did he go full born again?
Full blown psycho.
Is it that kind of psycho? Is it an ecclesiastical
Yeah.
psycho?
He was crazy to begin with, but when his buddy died, Ryan.
When Ryan Dunn.
Ronnie Dunn?
Ronnie
Baker.
No.
I think it was Ryan Dunn.
I think it is Ryan
Yeah,
Dunn.
yeah.
When Ryan Dunn died in his automobile accident, Bam took that pretty hard, and he really hit the juice. Went and drank the
Yeah.
salsa. And unfortunately, ever since then, I mean, none of us ever knew anything about it, but I just caught a little episode of it on Dr. Phil, and it, I kind of grew up watching all those idiots, Bam, Ryan Dunn, Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O, all those idiots. I loved those guys.
And Steve-O actually has kind of made a resurgence.
Oh yeah, he's really interesting now and doing stuff.
Yeah.
He's coming back using social media the way it's intended to.
Yeah.
Do stupid stuff.
But, shout out to Bam. Hopefully you get that shit taken care of, homie. That's, you're fucking it up right now.
Yeah. That's a bummer. That's kind of
It sucks when you see somebody that you look up to really starting to go under.
So the cracks show.
Yeah.
This isn't just. I'm just gonna read the headline because it's just interesting. Botched vape pod deal in Whole Foods lot leads to kidnapping and gun charges.
Oh, nice.
Over vaping, yo.
I don't know. There had to be some other drugs in this
Well,
vape.
here's the thing: there were 3 people involved, and they all actually happened to be named Kyle.
Oh, that's so confusing.
That's so yeah.
The Battle of the Kyles.
The Battle of the Kyles, forever known.
Of course, they're all named Kyle.
As the Whole Foods Kyle Massacre.
Isn't
Should
like
just
vape
be called K3.
like that the underground vape, like that vape where people are
Oh,
like
the
taking
bad-
risks
the-
and dying and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Isn't that
wet
done?
lung.
That wet lung disease
yeah.
people are getting, which is all THC vapes. No one doing smoking replacements, by the
Well-
way. Thanks tobacco industry for making everyone go back to smoking cigarettes instead of totally safe. Hasn't been a single person hospitalized. Nicotine vapes, the commercial ones. Yeah, those are infinitely safer and they haven't killed anybody. But it's these THC ones that
Hold
are
on,
mixed
that's
with weird
actually
stuff.
not true.
Well, no. This is
that
all
really?
black
There's
market
some-
stuff.
Because,
even the
my
THC
sister-
stuff isn't like that. what these kids are getting a hold of is the black market
Black
shit.
market stuff. Now, also though, my sister, she does the Jewel, which is nicotine based, and that's effing people up, but not. It's not so much causing crystallining their lungs. It's like giving them like 10, 20, 30 times the dose of nicotine.
Oh, is it because they're taking too much?
They use salts, like nicotine salts in it.
Oh,
so it's like
giving them-
ODing people.
Oh.
Yeah, like bad. So if you're doing that stuff,
Just stop smoking, folks.
Yeah, or just put it directly up the anus and just get it over with.
Yeah, I mean, be careful.
yeah.
Like, I would say 30% of the people involved with this are named Kyle.
Yeah. Watch out for Kyle.
Yeah. So that's a red flag.
I knew a guy named Kyle. He got arrested. He was a bad person.
Most of them are.
So
I
Just leaving that there.
I just wish that what I said was true.
So yeah, okay. Somebody else had mentioned this, but you all know that Teslas they're building it in so you can get anytime you operate a button, you can make it fart.
Yeah, there's a mode for lots of farts
and goat noises, which was what I would choose.
I would be
honestly,
concerned.
I would never get a Tesla until I saw that you could make it do goat noises.
Yeah, they got the whole demographic of you by that feature.
I'm certainly interested in goat features.
I would only be interested in the fart feature. I think farts are funny. He farted on me a while ago. It smelled disgusting. It was
I totally
effing
did.
hilarious.
I was
It
sitting on the
so
ground
funny.
and he was laying on the ground petting the rabbit, and I was right next to him and I just
aimed at him.
It knocked him right in the schnoz.
It was so fucking bad.
Why were you hanging out with your face by his butt?
I was laying on the floor petting the bunny.
It doesn't matter what you're petting. You had your face in the danger zone.
Punzi
So,
wanted
you
to
gotta
be
look alive.
petted, and he's like, yeah. And I touched him. He's feeding
like,
her
"What?"
a bunny this banana. So I steal the banana from him. And then I'm going to be like, I'm going to be the dude feeding Punzi the banana. And it was all good for us, except for Mike. And Mike was like, I'm a shit on my buddy.
Yeah.
And it was so bad.
Yeah,
All right,
you had
go.
your face in the danger zone.
Wasn't my fault. I was at my buddy's house petting his bunny.
Speaking of
Gotta
rabbits,
mind the zone.
And he shatted me.
that specific rabbit,
Yes.
Rapunzel, actually just found a way to get into a dried fruit bar from Trader Joe's that was on my nightstand.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
You like climbed a
it was-
nightstand?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
She's
This rabbit's unbelievable.
She gets up there and she just knocks everything over, then gets down and then picks through what she wants.
Whoa.
Because she knows we keep treats up there for her. But I happen to also have a dried fruit bar.
You did.
It's apple and strawberry.
You did have a dried
Dang,
fruit.
these bunnies are taking
Did.
over.
Not anymore.
She's a
So-
big girl, so she'll eat that whole damn thing.
The house is like led by bunnies now.
It is.
They're like the bosses.
That's true.
Going to Mad Mike's house is so much fun. It's like a miniature zoo. It's a lot of fun.
The Duffman brings up a good point. If it made the fart noise as you were going from 0 to 60 through the exhaust, that would be legit.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I would even take that for goat noises. It goes by.
That'd be kind of funny. I just want to hear farts. That'd be. I just as soon as I hit the gas. I mean, you don't hear anything because
You
nothing
can make
happens.
them
but-
triggered by different seat cushions too. So a specific person, when they sit in their seat, it triggers the fart sound.
That would be bomb.
It's like
In
a
any
whoopee
case-
cushion.
I don't want to leave yet, Mike. I'm talking to Waz.
Well, I might just have to go and give my bunny some insulin because it probably has diabetes now from all the sugar it just ingested.
All right. Well, with that in mind, please stay tuned to Die Laughing Records right after us.
And also, we are moving to a new time. We are moving to 5 to
p.m.
7
Fridays
on
at 5.
Fridays. So same day, we're just going 2 hours earlier.
Friday at 5.
Friday at 5.
Because we think that's going to work great for all of our East Coasters. If you decide that you would prefer us to stay,
Tough.
shoot us a
we know what we're
a
gonna do.
tweet. We're on Twitagra. You could Facebook message us, or you could hit us on Facebook. Two Clueless
Instagram.
Dudes. Instagram. You could leave us hate mail. Mail us anthrax. We'll get the message.
Yes.
Message.
Yeah.
Eventually we sure will.
Do you say
Well-
message or do you say message? I'm message.
Message?
I'm
Message?
I was gonna send him message. I always say message. Like,
Message?
I don't
I'm
have
gonna
those many
massage.
ends. But now I think there's ends that I'm neglecting. Message.
It's like Pam and Pam.
Yeah, right?
Mechish?
How do you say it?
Mechish?
Yeah.
You message people? Messwitch?
Well,
Messwitch?
regardless, whatever you want to do, make sure that you make us a
Duffman
part
doesn't like
of it.
that time.
Oh, I'm sorry, Duffman.
So we're going to consider that.
We will, yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we're working it out. We're feeling it out.
We,
Okay.
we really do want to know. So if it works well for people,
Let us know.
Let us know, please. We want to know. Make sure you keep turned on to RadioVegas.rocks for Die Laughing Podcast. We'll see you next week. Have fun. Be safe.
Woo!
Don't do anything too ridiculous. Goodbye.